My name is Ben Armstrong, and I am a fourth-year student here at Queen's University.
And my name is Lucas Vincze, and I'm also a fourth-year student here at Queen's.
3 years ago, we filmed a video advocating for the support for mental health for men in sports. We now revisit with a video today, not only still advocating for that, but advocating for the fight against mental health in other avenues of our lives. It is a real thing, mental health, and the battle is true and still going on. We are here today to tell you that you are never alone, and always reaching out to the ones you love, and if you need help, is what we want.
This November, we'll be raising money to support for men's mental health with the Movember campaign as a way to remember our dear friend Abakar, and as a way to bring forth so many conversations that need to happen that can't go unhad. And so that is why we're sharing with you today our After the Game campaign, which is all about recognizing the fact that whether it is after the classroom, after being in the rink in the locker room, after a day of work, whatever it may be, oftentimes that is when the feelings and thoughts can really get to us. And that is when the conversations need to happen. And so this Movember, we will be trying to raise as much money as we can in celebrating the different milestones we hit with different mental health-based events and activities, as well as personal challenges to show just how important this is, and we encourage you to get involved as well.
3 years ago, like we said, we lost a good friend, Abakar Kazbekov. There are other people amongst us that have lost truly loved ones in their life to not only the battle of mental health, but the battle for physical health as well. This month is a time to remember those and raise money to try to help the people that are going through what others had, and to tell them that there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
You have to remember that you are not alone and that everyone has a tough season. We used to both play hockey growing up. Some seasons are tougher than others. You should never fight in your season alone. And we are here to say that there is someone who is willing to hear your story. Sometimes you just need to raise your hand and say, hey, I need some help. And if you are in that position, know that there are people that are willing to hear your story, that want to hear your story. And so we are here to continue the conversations, continue supporting, and continue fighting for our friend Abakar, because that is something that no one should ever have to experience alone.
You are loved, and the battle is real, and this month, we hope to make the biggest difference that we can.
Thank you so much, and we look forward to your support.
Hi, my name is Lucas. I'm a first-year student here at Queen's University, and I'm
3 years,
with mental health and sport.
I'm Ben. I'm also a first-year student here at Queen's, and I'm also someone who has dealt with the mental health struggles of sport.
Sports are amazing, and they provide great outlets for people, really reduce stress, and it's a great way to meet people, but oftentimes they can come at a big cost, and sometimes that cost is really underlooked, and those costs can really add up.
Sport's something that's here for you when you were a young kid and is there for you for big parts of your life, but something that we think is undervalued in the sport is how much athletes and people who enjoy it struggle with mental health, whether that be anxiety, depression, performance issues, body image issues, or anything of the above. It is hard that we have been through it ourselves too, and in a personal experience myself, I played hockey for about 11 years of my life, or 10 years of my life, and like I said earlier, it was there for me when I was a kid, and the older I got, the more anxiety I got that I wouldn't perform well, and that I wouldn't be good enough, and that I didn't belong on the teams or the levels that I played, and that there was always going to be someone better than me, and they would see that I, was not worth it or was not able to do it, and that took a toll on me, and it was something that I struggled with throughout my whole career.
And similar to myself, hockey from a very young age was something I loved doing. I always would leave the rink with a huge smile on my face, and similar to Ben, as I got older, that smile started to fade, and what once brought me a ton of joy started to kind of bring more pressure, anxiety, the feeling that I needed to please certain people, and it got to a point where I wasn't doing it for myself anymore. In fact, I was doing it for my coach and my teammates and my parents, and while that may not seem like a bad thing, inside I was actually really hating myself for it, because I spent all this time, this effort, not looking within, realizing that that passion and that love that I had wasn't there anymore. And it took me a really long time to accept that and to acknowledge that and to actually do something about it, because I thought that if I was to acknowledge, hey, this isn't fun for me anymore right now, and I'm having a hard time, I thought people would see that as, you're being weak, you're going to go on the fourth line, you're not going to play any minutes, and you just got to toughen up, because hockey's a tough sport. And sports are tough, but that doesn't mean that you should suffer, and that doesn't mean that you should suffer in silence.
The older you get, the more intense the business gets and the more intense the game gets. Recently, we lost a close friend of ours, and the hockey world and the sports world lost a fellow athlete and a fellow teammate, Abakar Kazbekov of the London Knights. This came to a shock to me, and came to a shock to a lot of people as well, because it's you never see another kid struggle like that. You don't know it. You might not know what's happening, or you might not know what's going on. But there are people out there who are struggling, even if they're in silence, even in the sports, and even on your hockey team or your sports team. And we just want to let you know that it's important to be there for them, and it's important to offer just a shoulder to lean on, or an ear to listen, or a voice to speak back to and help them, because it's not something, we don't want to see another athlete or another friend or another brother gone like Abakar. So everything we do further is for an honor towards him, and to anyone else who we have lost, and for anyone else struggling, we honor you. And
it's been really tough, I'm not gonna lie, and I can only imagine what he was going through. I can only imagine what people who are currently struggling are going through, and I know I was struggling, and it felt like it was impossible to raise your hand and say, hey, I need help. But I know so many people who would drop everything to hear your story and to listen and be there for you. And I'm telling you that it isn't a sign of weakness, and life is just so precious, and it's so hard to see someone who we really care about come. So for anyone who is listening, anyone who's out there, please know that people really care about you, and people want you to be okay. And if you're not, don't do nothing about it, do something about it. But also, for people who maybe notice someone is off, maybe notice someone isn't their normal self, it's not weird or awkward saying, hey, what's going on, you've been acting weird lately. Maybe not to that extent, but check in and do it more than just, hey, how's it going? Because that's very surface level. But you never really know what someone's going through. And you also never know the impact that you can have by starting a conversation.
the absolute worst thing that you can get from reaching out to a friend or a teammate is a conversation, and that's the absolute worst. It pays nothing to be nice, and it pays nothing to reach out to a brother or sister or friend in need. There are also professional help out there, sports psychiatrists specifically. I've seen one in my career, and I've talked to a lot of people about it. Everyone is here to help you, coaches, teammates, friends, family, professionals. All you need to do is reach out, and you need to listen to them and have them help you, because it will get better, and it does get better.
And just remember, you are loved, you matter, and you belong.